everybody. I'm back again, back again. I'm just going to do a real short reading tonight. I know there's so much stuff going on to read on, and I could just start reading and keep reading, and then that would all change in 24 hours as quick as everything's going. But what I want to, I'm going to, not even sure how I'm going to do this, but I'll figure it out, try to, as I go. Every time I try to read on Democrats that are running for president, about 9 out of 10 I've read on has got the Ten of Swords in their environment. What's going on around them. And didn't think that much of it when I first started reading. I'd just say, well, it looks like they're going to have trouble. Or I'd say, even to myself when I was reading for myself, well, it looks like they're going to have a setback there. And then most of the times it went on and got better and came out pretty good. But I just thought, is this a coincidence that they're all in danger? I mean, you know you're in danger as soon as you get into the public, and for a long time, you know. But in the last, since Trump's been in office, and since he was running for office, where anybody's more so in danger, because he's creating so many vicious people by his rhetoric and his actions and what he says and what he does. And he's just, you know, totally lawless and creating vicious people. That's all there is to it. So what I'm going to try to figure out how to do this. And what I want to read on, the more I got to thinking about this, that they all had danger around them, and it was like the Ten of Swords. And it was in the influences around them. I thought that's too much to be a coincidence. So what I'm worried about, I'm worried somebody's plotting against them. I just feel like if they're like during the debates or something, that they're really going to need some security around them. It's just anyway, I hate to keep coming up like Debbie Downer, but I don't know. I just don't think it's an accident. And I'm looking down here at my cards. I got some of them turned the wrong way, which wouldn't be the first time, but anyway, a lot of times I go through them and re-straighten them out after I shuffle them and stuff, and I didn't do it this time. But I'm just gonna see what comes up. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this and get it working good. And I'm talking too much, and I won't be able to get this up if I talk very much, because the way my computer's set up, it won't let me put anything up unless it's pretty short. So let me turn this down on the cards. So the first row across here, I want to do well, I just go from one extreme to the other, so it doesn't come out just certain ones or something. That's going to be too bright on the deal if I don't turn that away. So let's do like Amy Klobuchar, because she's way out in left field. And so we'll go on what's recently just going on, the world. Got a lot of world recognition, and people you know, getting familiar with her and stuff. The present, she's worried about money. They're probably all worried about how they're going to juggle their money and if they're going to get enough donations. Especially, you know, because there's some of them that's going to try to go in with no big donors, and other ones and getting all their money from individuals, which, like the Justice Democrats, which I think is a great idea. I wish they had it set up where they all had to do that. But anyway, It's juggling money. It's what's going on right now in her head and in her mind. The challenge is, does she have enough money put back? So hers is still on money. And the outcome for her is, this isn't good, is the Five of Cups. So that's not good, not good. That's not horrible, horrible danger, but that's still not good. Okay, next let's do Cory Booker. Let's do Cory Booker next. Cory Booker. Here, Cory Booker. How are you? Are you safe? Something going on. Are you safe, Cory Booker? Ace of Swords. He's been trying to figure out how he can bring truth through. He's figuring if he can just be truthful and just down to earth, that it'll be good for his campaign. That's what he starting into this with. I think he just declared today. And here's the Hermit shining a light. And he knows that he's already got to be ready, because they'll come after him with every dirty deed they can ever find in his past. But that's also because it's facing the truth. It could just be him shining the light on truth. Now, like this, here's the obstacle, the challenge, and that's the death. That's not good. And the outcome is strength, but it's strength upside down. So hopefully he doesn't get hurt or injured. I know this sounds silly, but all my life, remember I said I had a lot of different psychic things happen to me over my life. But when I was really young, my dad, me, and his mother were all the same way when it came to, it's like we didn't visualize good things like we should have been. It's every time I knew something for sure was going to happen, it was usually when something dreadful was going to happen. And sometimes I was so for sure I couldn't even sleep for 2 or 3 days at a time, but I'm not going to go into that. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. I just want to see what's coming up. So let's do one. I'm going to pick another deck of cards here, because we're going to get through all the same cards here. Let's do Beto O'Rourke. We'll do him with these cards. Beto O'Rourke. What does it look like for you? A lot of people like him. Even a lot of Republicans like him. They're so tired of the horrible well, you know what I'm trying to say. They're just tired of all the crap, and they're wanting somebody that's calm and nice and peaceful and got nice things to say about people. He's feeling pretty strong in the present, and he's also got some good backers. I have a feeling this might be Obama. I don't think he's backing him out in public, but I think Obama's kind of pulling for him. I felt like this for some reason ever since he got declared. Here's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords. I don't think that's Nancy Pelosi. I'm really wondering if that might be Rebecca Mercer. Does she feel like he's a threat? They got everything going just like they want it now, the ones that's got all the money, and they don't want any of these tax laws or anything changed. And it is the Queen of Swords. To me, swords is always danger. I'm not trying to read more into here than it is. But the outcome of this is making a deal. Is that the presidency or vice presidency? Two people there. I wasn't saying that I thought I wasn't doing this to see who might win or anything, but that's interesting. I'm going to grab a different deck of cards. I think I got one in here I haven't used for ages. And let's do this one for Elizabeth Warren. I don't even know if these are straight up or what. They've been in there so long, so I'm going to flip them over. They come out upside down. Elizabeth Warren. What's going on? Are you safe, Elizabeth? Some of these cards, I think, are even going the wrong way. They're so dark. It's hard to see. But if we come with one face up, we'll just use it. So we have Elizabeth Warren. What's going on with you? Can't even see what it is. The King. Ooh. They're already out to get you. God, Trump feels threatened by Elizabeth Warren. He feels so threatened by her, probably because she's so smart and she's a woman. And of course, they've been at each other's backs already. But she's feeling a little threatened too. This is on her, not Trump. She's feeling a little threatened. She's feeling like she's got some stuff after her with the big knives. And here we've got the King of Pentacles. I'm going to bring this around here just a little bit since these cards are darker. Here we got the King of Pentacles. That's what's on her mind. I don't know if that's her wishing that she would get some more donors or something to do with the current president. Her challenge is the Emperor. Wow, Trump's afraid of her. He is really afraid of her. Maybe that's why he's been going after her for over a year. That's really surprising. So this being, she feels like she's in danger. And the last card is the King of Cups. That's the emotional king. I don't know why I feel like Trump kept showing up in her cards across here instead of her that much. It looks like she is going to have some money coming through, a little more than she was expecting. She was worried about that. A little bit more than she expected, but it looks like they're just going to be all over her. All over her. Campaigning against her and everything else. I think it'd come out better with different decks since we're reading on different people here. So who does that leave that's... Oh, let's read on that Pete Buttigieg. These are my old wore out cards. I read with these for years. For years and years and years. They were my reading cards, my main ones. And I've never used them for the YouTube channel. That's funny. Probably should have used them. Sometimes they're kind of, this deck is a little dark sometimes. So Pete Buttigieg. Buttigieg. They were saying or Buttigieg. They just said to say Buttigieg. And that was how to pronounce his name. So that's interesting. So let's see what's coming up from him, for him. Well, he was really surprised how loved he was right when, even before he entered the race. It kind of surprised him as much as it did anybody else how quick he went up. I mean, he's got self-esteem and stuff, but he was still, it even surprised him how popular he's gotten. And his challenge, or this isn't a challenge, this is what he's feeling now. He almost feels like a magic man. He feels almost like a musician. He's kind of in shock and awe himself that he's picked up so much notoriety and success so far. Even though we're a long, long ways away from the election and whatever, finding a candidate to run. But anyway, he's as surprised as everybody else is almost. He feels like he's got lots of angels and magic helping him. And this is his challenge. And that's the Ace of Swords. Which I don't think means danger. I read from this deck for years. And it wasn't my favorite ace, because swords never are. But it's... his challenge is this: he just needs to stay as precise as he can stay. Not to try to start pleasing anybody along the way, just to go into that brilliant mind of his and people ask him questions or he's talking, and come out with exactly what's in there, because it just kind of comes naturally to him. And the outcome is the Sage of Wands. I'll tell you what, if he don't make it to get the nomination for the president, or end up getting picked up for a vice president nomination, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him in the cabinet, the new cabinet. I don't see immediate danger around him, and I have read on him before and it was there. Does have a sword in the challenge, so hopefully it looks like there's going to be some hurdles for him to get over. And we can't stop now. We got to do one more reading on, I'm going to use this deck here. We can't go without doing a California senator, what's her name? Kamala Harris. Let's do her and see what she's got going for danger in hers, or if she has any danger in her future. I was just told, I'm glad I did this, because I was just wondering if this whole row would just be danger cards, and there's not. This second person I read on's got the death card in there. That's not good, but that just means change. It means maybe they decide to pull out or something. Believe you me, I can't remember who the second person was. I should have wrote this all down and put it beside them before I started. So here we go. We got, let's read on Kamala Harris here. Okay, let's see what's going on for you, Kamala. Ooh. The Wheel of Fortune. So there is a big change coming in her life. So, wow. At least she's thinking there's a big change coming. She's at a crossroads today. I have a feeling that her crossroads may be, if she's going to have to go with these Justice Democrats, and or if she's going to take so many big donations that it might influence her thinking and her plans and her deals she makes later. I think she's at a huge crossroads here, trying to figure out which way to really take this. And her challenge, the Eight of Wands, is she's just going to have everything flying at her. Everybody knows how intelligent and smart she is, just like that Mayor Pete. So therefore, they're going to throw twice as many slings and arrows at her than they are most of these other ones. And that's her challenge, which is better than the Death card. And the outcome is the Two of Wands. I think she's going to be, if she doesn't make it into the presidency, they're going to definitely ask her if she wants to have the job that Rex Tillerson had in this administration to start with. I can't think of what it's called right now. But have a feeling she will be offered that job. If she doesn't get into the presidency, she'll definitely be offered that job, which is going to leave a hole in the Senate if she takes it. But anyway, that's a long ways away. But don't be surprised if she's offered that job. As soon as same thing that is it Secretary of State? It's the same thing that Hillary was when Obama was in office. Okay, I'm glad to see they all look a lot safer than I thought they were going to look. I'm glad I did this because it's been biting me on the back of my mind, and I've been thinking, well, try to figure out how to read on them to see if some kind of tragedy might be. It looks like they're going to be okay, but they really need to check and really need to, the Secret Service and everything really need to pay attention anytime these people are gathering, because these people that are running for office are all the youngest and the best and the brightest that the Democratic Party's ever had coming into it. So we have got to protect these people. And I'm sure it's going to turn out all right. I'm sure it's going to turn out all right. I think the Secretary of State is what this is. I want to thank everybody for watching, everybody for joining the channel. Anybody wants a personal reading, you can email me at lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. lynntarotreadings@gmail.com for a personal reading, and we'll set you up with a FaceTime or over the phone, however you want to do it. And thank you all. Bye-bye now.